Do you guys want hunks? Do you all want hunks?
Anybody want a hunk? A hunk coming up? Hunk?
Enough of a hunk.
Oh.
Wow, that's like a real dad joke right there. Hey, my name's Priya Krishna. I'm the author of the cookbook Indianish, and we're here with Meherwan Irani, the chef owner of Chai Pani, who also has an amazing spice company called Spicewalla. And we recently did a collaboration for my cookbook Indianish, in which we produced a, what is it called?
A handy dandy 3-pack of spices.
These are sort of your building blocks for a lot of the dishes in my book. So today we are making what is probably one of the most simple and straightforward dishes in the book, but the one that I make maybe most often, which is a tomato-cheese masala toast.
And I know this sounds crazy, like, whoa, what's Indian about a tomato cheese masala toast? Every club I ever went to in India, which is a legacy of the British being in India, always had masala cheese toast. Yep. And I love it. There's something very nostalgic about it to me.
Totally.
But you're gussing up your version a little bit, aren't you?
It's a little gussied. It's got tomatoes for a little brightness. We're using chaat masala, cheddar cheese, which my dad lovingly calls chadar cheese because it's like sounds like chaddi, which means underwear in Hindi, because we're real mature in the Krishna family.
That's actually really funny. The word for Hindi, chadda means underwear.
Like chaddi.
Chaddi is chadda is underwear. So it's underwear cheese. So for this dish, from a handy dandy 3-pack, the star of the show is
Chaat masala. So what is chaat masala? Why don't you take it away, Meherwan?
Chaat masala. It's sort of the equivalent of fish sauce meets MSG meets soy sauce. It's Indian umami. It's actually black rock salt, which is really sulfuric and funky, kala namak, mixed with amchur, which is dried mango powder, cumin powder, and a little bit of chili powder and other spices. And it's the essence of Indian street food, and adds this amazingly pungent, tangy, spicy umami to every dish.
It's so good. You can roast nuts and put chaat masala in them. I would literally just roast vegetables, put it on there. Like, it's sort of this all-purpose spice that can be used in so many ways. My dad makes this really nice, like, grainy bread, and that works really well.
Did I go too far?
This is good.
Okay.
We're just artisanal enough. So you're gonna just cut nice thick slices.
Nice thick slices,
nice and thick.
Nice and thick.
We're gonna toast these twice. We're gonna first give them like a preliminary toast, and then we'll chop up our tomatoes, we'll load them up with stuff, and then we'll give them a second toast.
Now let me ask you this. Do you butter before you grill?
I don't butter it, but do you want to butter it?
Can we butter it before
we
we
can
grill?
butter it, of
Try
course.
it.
We're just gonna give these a quick toast. You're not looking to get them super charred, but just to have sort of preliminary golden brown. All right, so now we've done our preliminary toast.
I really think that butter's added a nice sheen to it. I'm just saying.
Stop the presses.
Okay,
Let's
fine.
edit the book. Okay, so
next?
now we're just gonna pile up tomatoes on it. You don't want to over pile it up because you want them to kind of cook a little bit
And you put it
in
under
the
the cheese
toaster
so
oven.
it gets sort of mushy and
yeah,
soaks in.
exactly.
The juices get in.
And then the cheese is sort of
got it.
gonna drape over the tomatoes in the toaster oven. Okay, so now we're gonna put cheese.
Shredded cheese on top.
And this is very much, you can be as liberal as you want. I like to use a really sharp cheese.
And I think liberal is good because you really want a nice ooey gooey
Exactly.
melt with the little crispness in the top.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we're gonna stick it in the toaster until the cheese is kind of melty and bubbling a little bit. So, about that.
It's done. Oh my God. Why do I get so Indian when I get excited about food? Put this over here. Look at that. Separate it out a little bit. Oh, yes.
What I like to say about chaat masala is that you can never add too much chaat masala. And if you think that you've added enough, you haven't added enough. So we're just gonna dust it over the top, just like this. And remember, chaat masala also has salt in it. It has black salt, so it's doing like a second salting of the dish, basically. See how it sort of settles and melts into the crevices of the cheese?
Oh man,
That's what you're looking
going
for.
for this.
And then this, plus a glass of milk. Oh, greatest thing ever.
Oh.
I think it needs more chaat masala. Or do you
Really?
think,
No, my God, that's awesome.
it sort of just like refreshes your palate.
It's like the fennel seed in the water.
Yeah,
It's like chaat
it
masala
is.
and milk. It's
It's the
actually
same thing.
awesome.
You're getting like two sources of funk from the cheese and from the chaat masala. Like just the way that those two ingredients marry, the cheese and chaat masala, it's just perfect. I mean, you truly could do an addendum that's like Indian-ish, add a little, like a tablespoon of butter to everything.